Sharms Espina, and this is PTV News Now. United States President Joe Biden reiterates his support for Ukraine. The Biden administration discussed how best to support Ukraine in its war against Russian invaders without a House Speaker to bring Ukraine aid packages to a vote. Biden has spoken to the leaders of allied countries, NATO military alliance, and the European Union, warning a drop in support to Ukraine could embolden Russia to expand or broaden the conflict. Among the allied countries are Germany, Italy, Canada, Japan, Romania, Britain, and France. The United States has enough committed funding to meet Ukraine's battlefield needs for a bit longer, but it needs congressional help to offer the support uninterrupted. In the meantime, officials from the United States and Mexico held talks regarding illicit drug trafficking, immigration, and other shared challenges. But it was the confusion surrounding a possible expansion of the border wall that forced the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security to take a pause from the agenda and clarify the administration's stance. VOA's Veronica Valderas Iglesias has the story.
A full day of high-level security talks between the U.S. and Mexican officials focused on evaluating and boosting the progress both countries have made on several challenging fronts, including the flow of illegal drugs and illicit firearms.
We're deepening cooperation on investigations, on arrests, on prosecutions, on interdictions. Mexican authorities are submitting 40% more firearms trace requests to the United States than they were 6 years ago. And that enables law enforcement to stop gun trafficking at its source.
The recent extradition of Ovidio Gomez Lopez, leader of the Sinaloa cartel and son of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, was praised by U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland.
And we recognize that this action would not have been possible without the sacrifice of Mexican law enforcement and military service members who gave their lives in pursuit of justice.
As she underscored that Mexico isn't a producer of fentanyl, Security Secretary Rosa Isela Rodriguez announced new strategies to curb the illicit trade of the drug and its precursors.
We will hold a meeting of countries that produce chemical precursors to regulate the market, and we will continue to chase the criminal organizations that are currently buying and selling synthetic drugs.
Thursday marked the first time that migration was part of the agenda of the recurring bilateral event. But it was the confusion surrounding the Biden administration's stance and recent actions regarding the expansion of the border wall that grabbed the news headlines. U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas denied there is a change in policy.
The construction project reported today was appropriated, funded during the prior administration in 2019, and the law requires the government to use these funds for this purpose.
Earlier in the day, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador strongly decried the move. By the time the bilateral talks were about to wrap, Mexico's Foreign Affairs Secretary Alicia Bárcena voiced a more conciliatory tone.
Most definitely, I believe that Secretary Mayorkas has properly, in my opinion, clarified the events, and unfortunately that announcement coincides with their visit.
Mayorkas emphasized that effective border security will require a comprehensive approach, including state-of-the-art surveillance technology and the modernization of the ports of entry. Veronica Valderas Iglesias, VOA News.
Meanwhile, a hospital in Bangladesh is now under emergency status following one of the deadliest dengue outbreaks. More than 1,000 people have died, with over 210,000 confirmed dengue cases this year. Mugda Medical College and Hospital, a 10-floor facility, has a capacity of 400 beds, but the record outbreak of dengue cases means the state-run clinic is treating nearly 1,000 patients in its wards and thousands more outpatients. Some patients and their relatives had to lie on the floor with their mats. The outbreak is believed to be a result of climate change as the frequency of the mosquito-borne disease adds up. This has been Sharms Espina. Stay informed, be aware, get ahead, and be of use. Get the news right here.